insane. Everybody want to know my name. Yeah, here comes the glass road. Yeah, here comes the glass road.
My understanding is that since I've become a famous person, over 100 people have contacted the federal police and the police about being threatened with guns in Colorado. Because they heard my stories about all these people threatening me with guns, and they contacted the cops. And the cops have gone, shit, stop telling us about police threatening people with guns. You don't even know who this person was that threatened you with a gun. This was a plainclothes person. You don't know it's a police officer. The police are not threatening people with guns. That guy, they handed you a loaded pistol in front of a child. He handed you a gun. He told you about how he was planning a mass shooting and they let him out. Because he had a 100-round magazine, a bag full of guns. He was about to do a mass shooting, and then the police came and he ran away on a motorcycle. And this guy who handed you a loaded pistol and shot a cap gun, that was you hallucinating. Trust me, we know you're mentally ill. We know we're the police officers. I threatened you with a gun personally, motherfucker. Okay, so basically, my understanding is that 100 different people, or somewhere around that, have contacted the cops and the feds about people threatening with guns in Colorado. So it's been a year and a half that I haven't had my gun. And my understanding is that I got my lessons used against me. Oh, you got trained as a serious person with a firearm. You had serious firearms training. You can't have serious firearms training and repeat what you're trained as. No, they think that I was threatening people. They think that I was trying to scare people into not shooting me. Because I was about to die. Because I have people trying to kill me right now. Right now. I think that if there's anything in the universe, it's the police getting together. When the police don't have danger at all and they've got guns, the only danger they have is because they're knocking down people's fucking doors, and they don't think the guy that has serious assassins coming after him, he doesn't need a gun, trust me. If he gets a gun, then I'm in trouble, because then I have to tell the truth about the fact that Colorado police officers threaten everyone that has a gun with a gun. So my brother had a gun. He doesn't have a gun now. Why? Everyone was threatening to kill him. People were walking up to him and telling him they were going to kill him. So when we're talking about the way that the undercover cops are, the way that the federal agents are, the way that the police are, they're people that know you have a gun permit. He has a right to bear arms in fucking nowhere. They're like that. And they will threaten you with guns. So now we're in a situation where they're yeah, I've reached the point that I'm certain I have to give his gun back to him. And I'm reaching the point that when I give his gun back to him, I think they're going to arrest me. I'm talking about my own police officers are going to arrest me. And they're going to be the police officers that are brought in from another state because Colorado has a problem. It's called, these people are fucking crazy. If there's anything that exists, it's people that, trust me, he has an itchy trigger finger. The person who decides on his own, I'm not allowed to pull out my gun. You know what they were telling me in my head? You need to be on your toes. These people are about to kill you. My understanding is that they weren't lying. That's my understanding of the situation. Other people that were watching the situation, when they hear, when they've heard my thoughts, and they've seen the conversations that were happening back then, their opinion is that I wasn't on my toes. And they were trying to make sure that I was, and that I needed to be. Because I was in more danger than I've ever been in my life. And right now, I'm in less, unless I'm not. And that's the real situation about me snitching, and the police going, look, you can't snitch, you're not allowed to snitch. If you snitch, then we are fucked. And all I'm saying is, dude, I don't think you get that no one gives a fuck about you. And I think that you guys think, oh, people love the police, they back the blue. Yeah, Fox News gives a fuck about you because Fox News is all about fucking your head. I'm just saying, I think Fox News knows that the fucking police are conservative and that they're going to watch Fox News, trust me. And I think that everyone agrees we need to be behind the police because we don't want to be, in my opinion, we'd say it's Mexico. If you're from Texas, if you're from anywhere in the United States, like, you think that Mexico's a place where you bribe the police. Oh, you got pulled over? How much did you give the police? A couple $100. Oh, cool. Like, that's like everyone's opinion, at least when I was growing up, is that if you're in Mexico, you pay the police. It's how it works. And if you're in a lot of countries, you pay the police. Like, I know that there are countries where you pay the police, and it's just the way it works. And it's not like, I think someone described it as a bribe culture once. Like, it's like, you don't understand my culture. Like, it's not a bribe. It's like, I'm supposed to give you money. And like, my understanding is foreign business people come to the United States and they're like, I don't know how I'm in trouble for bribery, and like legally I'm in trouble for bribing someone. Like, I didn't know it was illegal. Like, in my country, I bribe. Like, and I don't know how to not bribe. It's not a bribe, it's a tip. Like, I pay people, I hand money to people all the time. And like, I don't know how to culturally be a part of the United States. All I'm saying is that, like, I understand there are people who take bribes. I feel like I'm the person, I don't know if you guys noticed this about me, I don't want to insult the police officer in Mexico who takes bribes. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Look, I understand culturally. You caught that man fucking that little girl. Just so you know, I understand you had to take a bribe. I'm a person that sees the difference between, like, he was driving 105 fucking miles per hour. Like, this guy's gonna kill someone. He gave him a bribe, and this guy's fucking a child. And like, all I'm saying is, like, there's a difference. And so I think no one knows that about me, like, unless you noticed. Like, I'm the guy that, like, has the dirt. Like, we'll talk about the dirty cops. We need the dirty cops. Like, I'm not judging you. You're the ones that do all the drug deals. And like, I think that people, like, they don't get it the way I am. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. And like, God, that's the thing about my ex-girlfriend. Like, my understanding is that my ex, the ex, she's a person that has been single for 1.5 years, and she knows it's me. She knows that I didn't understand. She didn't know about the drugs, and when she was in college with me, someone talked to her about the drugs, and it screwed up the relationship. And my opinion is, like, I screwed up the relationship. Like, I dumped her, and then I dumped her, and then I dumped her, and I kept dumping her. And like, I want to be with her because I have a fetish and I fucking love her. And like, when I talked about Joy, apparently Joy wasn't actually hacking my brain. Someone was faking like that. And like, she thinks I'm saying something like, oh, they told me your sexual history. They did not tell me your sexual history. Like, they tell me shit that's like, for her it's a good thing. For me it's like, her husband's the fucking shit. Her husband's the best. And like, it's like, dude, that's pretty much what it was. It's like, her husband's better than you. Like, okay, like, but he's not. It's like, okay, like, I don't fucking care. But like, it's like something that a person will say to you to make you, like, why the fuck would you tell me that? And like, the reality is that, like, it was that, and like, it's like, I know how much I want to be in Europe. In the United States, I get threatened with guns, and I'm sure you guys are going, you can't have a gun in Europe. What I'll tell you is, I can probably have like that much security, and like, the reality is that I have been in a state of danger ever since I started fucking working with the not CIA. And the reality is, like, no one gets like my state, which is like, I have people trying to kill me, and if a police officer wants to use it against me that I'm trying to make someone think twice through my videos before they fucking pull out a gun, then they're the dumbest motherfucker ever. It's like, no, you were trying to start World War III when I wanted to make sure it didn't happen. I don't think people fucking have a clue how stupid they are. They're like, no, he was definitely for World War III. Oh, once the war breaks out, everyone's just gonna die, basically. No, that was the most pro-World War III thing I've ever heard. No, he's trying to convince him. He was. Well, he's telling him, like, everyone's gonna die. And so, like, I think that people have this thing about me, like, oh, trust me, he said this crazy shit. Because he didn't want to kill someone. Because he really, really fucking thinks the CIA does not have his fucking back, because he can feel it. He can feel the situation. It's like, they let me know, we will not get you out. And, like, it's hard to explain, like, when, like, they want me to know you are on your fucking own. I am on my fucking own. And like, it's like, that's the thing about the fucking CIA. It's like, no one's on the fucking own. Like, it's like, no one knows that. Like, it's not the truth, but it's like, it feels like it. Like, no one knows what it's like being a fucking spy. Like, you're on your fucking own, and then you're dead. And trust me, he was never a spy. Trust me, he was never a spy. Trust me. Like, people don't get it. Because, like, people don't get the way that the fucking spy business is. It's fucking scary as shit. And, like, I think that, like, I've talked for long enough, and, like, I feel like now, like, my ex is going, you don't understand what I've said. And, like, I'll tell her, dude, I have been told, like, you are fucked against her. Like, you don't understand. She's so talented. She's the most wonderful person ever. She fucking loves you. Like, she's everything you fucking want. Like, you don't even understand, like, the situation. Like, and it's like, I understand one thing. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to be like, wait, I've spent like my entire life getting over you. You're the one I'm going with, the one that like I've never been able to get over ever. It's like, yeah, now you cannot get over her. Okay, I can't get over her until I'm over her. And now you guys all want me to go, huh, I'm not over her. I'm gonna get not over her. And like, I'm like sitting here going, at some point, is there a fucking relationship that doesn't bother me? Like, I think I can have a relationship that doesn't bother me, and I feel like I know that it was like, I'm not a Christian anymore. She doesn't have, like, the capacity for, like, thinking like that, like, for thinking logically, and, like, I understand what happened, but it's like, dude, I don't think, like, I know how to deal with how good of a job I did of erasing her. Like, I'm gonna erase you, my song, Erase You by Glass Roads. I'm Crystal Streets. You can see me on SoundCloud if you haven't heard all my music. And I'm Glass Roads. You can see it on my page if you go to my playlist on YouTube. And, like, I wrote Erase You because I could not race her. You understand? Like, it was like 2014 or 2015. This girl's my girlfriend from like 2005. And I know that she's the person that won't fucking laugh at me if I want to do something sexual. Like, you don't even fucking get it. Like, there are people, there's this girl I think is a fucking cop. I think that I wasn't a freak at all. And like, she fucking laughed at me. And like, I started to think about it recently, and I was like, dude, she fucking laughed at me. Like, and I think that these cops are like, so fucked up in their heads, they're females. It's like, I just need to make sure it gets in my fucking vagina when I get fuck you. Just get it in. Don't fuck me though. And like, I think that like people don't get like the relationship dynamic between the cops and us. Like, where like they need to fuck us, but no, I don't need to fuck you. There's something wrong with you if you want to fuck me. Yeah, I was hearing about someone that's an undercover cop that was acting like they were mentally ill that I fucked. And like, I think she got so mad at me. I know he knows I'm fucking mentally ill. I know how fucking embarrassing it is, and I know you were fucking naked. And that's the thing about the cops. He fucked me when I was naked with him for like hours, and then I hopped in his hammock with him. And for some reason, he fucked me. I know. It was that fucking embarrassing. Trust me. Like, that's something I would never tell anyone. And like, it's like, so like, it was like one of those things that like someone brought up and was like, this is the most embarrassing thing Alex has ever done sexually. And it's like, you guys haven't seen her naked. It's not embarrassing. Like, you understand? Like, I think that people think that like sex isn't like that, where it's like, I don't know what happened. Something turned off in my brain. Of course, I gotta put it in. And I don't think people fucking get it. Like, it's like, dude, I'm a saint, like, sexually, and like, I think like no one fucking knows that about me. Like, I'm a person that believes that I don't want to get used to fucking people that I don't know. And like, I'm a person that believes that sex is only good when you're with someone that you know. And I've had sex with one person that was like fucking good, and it was her. And that's the real situation there. It's like, how do you get over a person that you have fucked like that? And like, it's like, dude, I think, how do you get over a guy that will never let you not have an orgasm? Because like, I talk about like sex being good, and like, there's sex being good, and like there's a guy that like makes sure it's good because he will never not let you have a fucking orgasm, and like that's me, and it's like I think it gets hard to get over that guy, and I think it's like I think I'm a nightmare. I'm a nightmare ex. Trust me, Taylor Swift, nightmare ex. Till you're over, I'm worse because I don't know why I'm better. Like I'm better than you. That's why. That's her song. Like her song, like you'll find out I'm better than you, and it's like, yeah, cool. Not. I'm over you. I think my exes can't get over me, and I think that makes me sad, and that's probably why I'm better, because everyone wants their ex not over them, and I'm a person that's certain that like you love me that much, and people are watching your videos, and they're like, God, she loves him that much. You're a person that can date anyone. Like you're a person that's like, who am I gonna date next? The fucking Michelin Man, and he's like 25 and fucking ripped. And like he will fuck you like no one else. And all I'm saying is like I'm a person that thinks that you're a person that like if you have like made everyone love you that much on the internet, and I don't know how to watch your videos to the point that like I will make like that I'll fall in love with you again. Like I'm afraid of those videos. Like it's hard to explain. Like I'm afraid of the fucking shit in my. I'm afraid of a person coming in my head and fucking with me. Like I don't think people get it. Like. I have been in so many situations where like I'm believing in Justine. Like it's like, no, you don't understand Justine. Like it's like it's like people like really think that I'm gonna hook up with like everyone I've ever fucking met. Like it's like, trust me, I think you're gonna hook up with Justine now. And it's like, what? No, you don't understand that was a situation where like she couldn't, and like, but it doesn't mean that she wasn't like that into you or something. It's like, all right. Like, I got tricked. Someone was her. Someone was lying and saying they're her in my head. And like, I get to that point that it's like, who are these people in my head? Don't know who is still around. I know I have snitched to that point, and I think when you snitch to that point, you're like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck are there still people there? And like, I think people didn't get arrested, and like, I also think like, it's like one of those situations like, the technology is not destroyed, and like that's how you stop it. That's how you stop it, and like it is a weird situation. Like I feel like this video is going very, very long, but like all I'm saying is like I think it's hard to get over me because I'm a person that genuinely wants you to, because I genuinely think that like I care about you that much, and like I told her, I was like, you don't understand how much I care about you. Like she knows. Like, the last time that we were together, that was the last conversation we ever had. And, like, yeah, I'll never listen to fucking Snow Patrol. If I just lay here, will you lie with me and just forget it all? Never will I listen to Snow Patrol. Like, I bet she can't listen to Snow Patrol. It's crazy when you can't listen to fucking Snow Patrol for that long. And that's why it's like Taylor Swift's your girl, and it's like, shake it off then, right? Play it for me. Like it's hard to explain. Like play fucking Snow Patrol. It's like really hard to explain. Like that's the truth.